Hey everybody, welcome back. Today we're going to be reacting to a Death Cab for Cutie song. They just actually released a new song, which I believe is called Roman Candle. Is that the name of it? Is it going to be down here in the suggested? I don't see it. Whatever. Okay, so they just released a new song, so I'd highly recommend checking that out. It has a music video as well, and it's pretty good. I like it. But anyway, today we're going to be checking out the song Cath. Off, which album is this off of? This is off of Narrow Stairs. Now, before we start, I obviously want to be upfront. I've heard this song before. I've never seen the music video, so we're going to be reacting to that, and we're going to go over the lyrics and do the general thing. If you're new to the channel, my whole shtick here is that we do like research on the songs and kind of read what the artist intended with them and see some other people's interpretations of it and try to find our own interpretation and just have a good time listening to great music. In a chill environment. If that sounds interesting to you, consider subscribing if you want. But generally I react to stuff I've never heard before. But here lately I've been feeling a little bit like burned out from making reaction videos and content. So I started doing, kind of sporadically doing some artists that I've already heard or that I really like already, just to do songs that I've loved for forever that I can, now like break them down and learn more about them. So this is one of those songs. Here we go. Cath. Great track. This is my favorite Death Cab for Cutie album. I know a lot of people like Transatlanticism more, but Narrow Stairs is amazing. Such a cool riff. So good.
Everybody will ask what became of you. 'Cause your heart was dying fast and you didn't know what to do.
Pause it that one time. Thank you. I think that's probably a breakdown, so let me rewind it a little bit. This song is actually really sad and a very powerful song. Yeah, I forgot that until just now, so great. Fun. Yeah. And I'm going to assume, maybe, I could be wrong, that Gibbard probably wrote this with a specific person in mind, which is, it's just, yeah, and there's lots of people in situations like this, and it's just messed up. But, also music is great, and they're such a cool band. Like, they're very unique lyric style and vocal style, and, yeah, their music is really hits a specific spot that a lot of other alt bands don't really. All right, let's keep going.
It seemed that you live in someone else's dream. In a hand-me-down wedding dress close the door on so many men who would have loved you more. Soon everybody will ask what became of you. Your heart was dying fast, and you didn't know what to do. The whispers that it won't last roll up and down the pew. But if their hearts were dying that fast, they'd have done the same as you. Not have done the same as you.
There it is. Yeah, Roman Candles. From a new album called Asphalt Meadows. All right, so one interesting thing about the music video is that that part where she kisses the other dude is not real. They kind of like freeze frame time for a second and see what could have been, and then it's not real. What a sad song. So let's take a look at these. Oh wait, no, first let's look at the comments, but man, all right. She holds a smile like someone would hold a crying child. The lyric hits me every time. This song is so beautifully written. You said your vows, you closed the door on so many men that would have loved you more. Gosh, what powerful lyrics. Such an amazing song. Actually had a huge impact on my life. A good friend of mine and now my best friend / boyfriend showed me this song a week before I was going to be engaged to another guy who I definitely was not supposed to be with. I canceled the wedding 6 days before, and it was the best decision of my life. I had debated it before, but we didn't have the courage. With the help of my friend in the song, I made a good decision. So glad I didn't become Cath. I still cry every time I hear this song. People still get married. What would ever possess someone to make such an insane mistake in today's world? Unless you take a vow serious and your partner takes it as serious, then there's no point. It's just harder to separate, more costly, and much worse regarding to pain. It is interesting. The marriage, the institution of marriage right now is very much turned into a scam. So that's fun. I'm glad. I'm at least glad that a lot of people are recognizing it. You know, like that's at least there's that. Yeah, because you know the sanctity of marriage and the commitment of marriage is very important, but the ceremony, the bringing legal jargon into it, and the unfair playing ground of it is less so. Also, a lot of the religious and just lots of All right. Anyway, let's continue. All right. That woman will never realize how much I think about her each day and miss her dearly. I hope the man she's with always cherishes how lucky he is to be with someone as lovely as her. Your heart was dying fast and you didn't know what to do. I'm feeling this at 29. Feels like I should just pick someone before I become completely bitter, depressed, and unsalvageable. Guess I'm going to be living this song. There you go. This is a very good comment directly beneath this. Do not get into a relationship for that reason. You will end up like the bride. The right person will come along once you start authentically loving yourself. Another person is not the answer and cannot save you. If you struggle to love yourself, consider making healthy changes that might boost your confidence. Yeah. Oh, does anyone see parallels between this song and the novel Wuthering Heights? The female lead is called Cath. She marries a man who is well-intentioned, although she truly does not love him. It's brilliant. She really only marries Edgar because she thinks her love for Heathcliff won't be accepted by society. Therefore, due to pressures of society, she marries a man she does not love. The second single off Narrow Stairs is about a girl named Catherine who commits herself to a man for comfort as opposed to love. Everyone can clearly see she's unhappy, but are incapable of understanding her position any further than that. Cath, she stands with a well-intentioned man, but she can't relax with his hand on the small of her back, and as the flash bulbs burst, she holds a smile like someone would hold a crying child. She doesn't feel comfortable with him, despite the fact he's well-intentioned. She knows they aren't the right fit. Of notice is where he places his hands. It should feel very intimate, but instead feels invasive and off. Despite the fact she's getting married, she's nursing a fake, uncomfortable smile and just waiting for this to end. Perhaps it's an allusion to her inevitable future, unhappily taking care of a child with a man she doesn't want. And soon everybody will ask what became of you, because your heart was dying fast and you didn't know what to do. Cath, it seems you live in someone else's dream in a hand-me-down wedding dress. Gibbard is saying that Cath has taken the place of the woman who would have been the right fit for this man. He is also alluding to the fact that Cath did this desperately in order to avoid dying alone, as the wedding dress in a hand-me-down, suggesting that Cath didn't spend much time picking out the perfect dress for the day. She just wanted one, and wanted one fast, as the sooner she got married, the sooner it meant she wasn't going to have to face the prospect of dying alone. In addition to the meaning proposed above, it's also possible that the phrase is alluding that the idea of marriage to save herself from being alone was not her idea. That's what I thought, that it's that like her mother or grandmother or whoever's putting pressure, or even father actually, anyone is putting like pressure on her, saying you're going to end up dying alone if you don't hurry up, or you're going to regret not doing this, that, or the other, or all the stuff that people just can't seem to mind their own business about. And not only that, but I also thought the hand-me-down might have sounded like money problems, where marrying this guy might help, or I don't know. I have no idea. Cath has settled in order to avoid dying alone. Instead of seeing what other options are out there and where relationships that could have been would lead her, she's decided to oppress these by getting hitched, where the things that could have been are oppressed. All the dreams she had are now oppressed. She's settling down, will probably not have time for them. But you said your vows and you closed the door on so many men who would have loved you more. Everyone will ask what became of you, because your heart was dying fast and you didn't know what to do. The whispers that it won't last roll up and down the pews, because people can't keep to themselves or mind their own business. But if their hearts were dying that fast, they'd have done the same as you, and I'd have done the same of you. Gibbard scorns those who question the marriage. He believes that if they were all afraid of dying alone and lost all faith in ideas of true love and romance, and were carrying, obviously, all of this like trauma, they too would have forced themselves to get married. He also shows sympathy with her, suggesting that he would marry someone with whom he wasn't a good fit in order to combat his own fear of dying alone. Top comment is pretty sure it's based on the Catherine of Wuthering Heights as well. Yeah. I was almost going to do I Will Possess Your Heart, but I felt like that would have been too obvious. That's by far the best track on this album. If you've never heard of it, you owe it to yourself to hear that track at least once. That's an amazing track. This is another amazing track. The whole album, Narrow Stairs, is by far my favorite album by them. All right. Thank you very much for joining me. Death Cab for Cutie. That's Cath. Thanks for watching. If you're new to the channel, consider subscribing. Blah, blah, blah. Goodbye.